What's going on, everyone? I'm Daniel Rodriguez. It's time to review another movie. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the sequel to The Conjuring, which brings back stars Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson as Ed and Lorraine Warren. Of course, James Wan returns to direct this film, and I'm just going to be giving you the pros, cons, and final score, telling you whether or not you should check this out in theaters, wait for rental, or maybe just never see this movie at all. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here's my non-spoiler review for The Conjuring 2. First off, the one thing I have to say, guys, James Wan, you did an awesome job directing this film, my man. You did really great. I mean, I love the first Conjuring film. It was really good, but this was great. I personally think this film is better than the first Conjuring film. James Wan, you're the right man for Aquaman. You're perfect. You know how to actually mix horror with, basically horror with just heartwarming moments, to comedy, to everything, man. You know how to mix the emotions together, and that's the thing, because your films, or at least Conjuring 1, Conjuring 2, are very unpredictable. Sure, there are a few little cliche moments, but then again, you change it up where you think it's going to be cliched, you think a jump scare is going to happen, and then it doesn't happen, or maybe it surprises you right at the right moment where you did not expect it whatsoever. That's what I love about The Conjuring, man, is that he knows how to surprise the audience and still make you shit your pants. Alright, first off, I love the cinematography in this film. It is very well done. It's very beautiful. The 360 camera shots, which they do use a few times, and rightfully so. The bird eye view camera shots, I mean, the way they tilt it gets you in the mood. The thing is that I love the close-up shots of the characters, and then the background fades, and you could actually see objects moving in the background. But the one thing about this whole cinematography is that every little single thing in every room of the house that we're in The Conjuring 2 is detail. It's detail, 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 detail. And that's the one thing I love, because every little crack on the wall, every little object in the room of each scene we're in has a story. It has meaning. And that's the thing I love about this film so much, is that there's just so much detail and production design that goes into this film that it's beautiful. Like I said earlier, Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson are back as Ed and Lorraine Warren, and they are just fantastic in this film. I mean, they're acting. I mean, they're great actors. They really are, and very underrated at times in certain different projects that they do. But they are certainly awesome in this film, and the chemistry that they have, it works. It's back. I mean, it's even more deeper than ever and personal. All the actors in here did an awesome job, man. From the family in The Conjuring 2 to Ed and Lorraine, and the people surrounding them. All of them did awesome. And the girl that's possessed in the film, Janet, she is a very good actress, man. I mean, she's got a future ahead of her, man. Just the way that she did her facial reaction and her snarl and her little creepy smile. I mean, everything about it, dude. She played it off very, very well. And of course, like I said, this film is very unpredictable at times. And that's the good thing about it, is that even though it's based on a true story, it's very original in a sort of way. Like, yeah, there are cliched things in this film, but not as cliched as like every scene cliche. Nothing like that. James Wan knows how to spread it out. He knows how to spread this to that. He knows when to do a jump scare. He knows when to do something that's meaningful to the plot. It's not there just to do it. It's there to actually move the plot forward. And that's what I like. It's not just some simple like The Darkness with Kevin Bacon this year, like the girls in the attic, and like that simple cliche, like where you close the fridge and somebody's standing there, or you look and you're like, oh, you scared me, you almost gave me a heart attack. Like cliched stuff like that, that's not in this film. Like he does the opposite of like regular cliched things for horror films. And that's why I applaud James Wan, man, because he is technically really a true horror master of this generation. I mean, he's proven himself very well. The only con I really have to say about this film is that there are a few pacing issues within the film. The film is about like, what, 2 hours and 10 minutes, 2 hours and 13 minutes? And it makes it feel like the movie's like 2.5 hours long. Like literally, there are a few scenes that kind of drag out, and you're hurting at the end when you're sitting in your chair and everything. You are kind of aching, and you're kind of like, when is this gonna end? Like it's great. It's a great film, but it goes on a little bit too long, a tad extra, where you wish it kind of just shortened just a little bit. Maybe too long for you know, you can only get so much paranormal in a day, and then you kind of get a little burnt out by the end. But luckily, James Wan still had that very horror, mystery element to the film where he keeps you guessing and your stomach turns, your heart's beating. All that worked for me, man. I think the one word that I could really describe The Conjuring 2 is that it's an experience. It is an experience that should be experienced in the theater. Overall, I'm going to end up giving The Conjuring 2 a 9 out of a 10. I thought it was a great film. It's definitely one of the films that are most likely going to be on my top 10 best movies of 2016. I had a fun time, and I definitely will pick this movie up on Blu-ray. Again, the acting, to the lighting, to the effects, to just everything about it. I love how it's not so cliched. It's very original, and again, being based on a true story. And yeah, they Hollywooded a little bit, but still, it keeps you entertained. It's a perfect date night movie for a boyfriend to a girlfriend to, hell, even just your friends. Gather your friends and go out and see Conjuring 2, man. Enjoy yourself. It will scare you at times. I mean, this film, now I'm not saying it's a full-on scare fest where you're going to have a heart attack, but you could at least sweat a little during the film. Don't be afraid to say that you got a little scared, because at times I did get scared, honestly. He gets me sometimes, and I'm very happy. I hope James Wan has a bright future ahead of him, of course, making more horror movies one day. He's perfect for it, man. He knows how to make a movie feel like an old 70s classic horror film during the film at times. So thanks again for watching my review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like, also comment, and tell me whether or not you're going to go check out The Conjuring 2 now, and share the video with your friends. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. I basically upload movie reviews every week. Every new movie review is going to be reviewed on my channel every week. So upcoming reviews: Warcraft and Now You See Me 2, Finding Dory, Central Intelligence, much more. Thanks again. Until next time, bye bye.